all these three things have brought me to a place where I can stand today and look and say, wow, God has been good to me. Yes, 60 is a landmark birthday. But to me, it's a whole lot more than that. It's an opportunity for me to say thank you. The very fact that I'm even alive is worth thanking God for. And because that happened, I decided, I can't just throw a party and say, everybody come and let's rejoice. I need people to know that where I have been is not where I want them to. I don't want them to ever have to go through that. So I can't just have people come around for nothing. Something has to come out of it. And that's why I decided to do this. With cancer, you're every day wondering, is it gone? Is it here? Is it going to take my life? So I remember when I got the diagnosis, I had suspected it. So it didn't really come as that much of a shock. But I guess it took time. The moment it was fully confirmed after a biopsy was done, that, okay, this is what it is, and it's actually stage 2. Now, I'm not a medical person, and so it was like, what is stage 2? Then you start to read all sorts. And I can say it up front, Dr. Google is not the best person to be doing business with. So the whole period of trying to figure out how is this going to go down, it was tough. But the moment I got to a point where I saw good hands to help, and I saw things moving, I felt, you know what? I can do this. There's a hospital, or should I say medicine side of these things, but there's also a me side of it. I have to be able to cooperate with the treatment for it to work. And so that changed things. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And it was no longer, this has happened to me. It was, okay, this has happened, and I'm going to happen to it. Didn't sleep. Yes. I don't think anybody could wish for anyone better. I walked into her hospital after speaking with her, and she took a look at the results and she says, you know what, it's stage 2, I will look after you. You do business with doctors and they're very clinical.
Yeah.
But in her own case, she said, you know what, I will look after you. Don't worry, we caught it early. That was so reassuring. And then she had the necessary tools that she needed. So everything was in place. I just needed to position myself. Looking at that now, it has kind of helped me realize that, hey, there's more to my life than I've seen. And I know that going forward, my experience was not just for me, but for others. So I've made it now a mission to help other people hold their hands through cancer. And I'm working on that. I would say if God woke you up, then you still have one more chance to fight. You still have one more chance to take charge of your life of the next minute. You can't outsource everything to others. There's a part that you need to play. You have to want it badly enough, first of all, because it helps. There's this thing about the mind and body connection. The mind has so much power. We don't use the resources that God has placed at our disposal. If we can desire something well enough, strong enough, things somehow begin to fall in place. So I would say to anybody who is going through cancer, ignore, it's like you're going through a tunnel and there's a light at the end of the tunnel because there's a destination there. Keep your eyes on that goal. There's no tunnel I know of or have ever been through that was not damp, dark, musty, rough. But the fact that the hope that you're coming out of it is what keeps you going. You endure whatever it is, but you keep your eyes on the goal. So that's what I would say to anybody who's going through cancer. Keep your eyes on the goal. You woke up today. Oh, it's a brilliant thing that they would want to be doing, because there's so many ways in which you could help. People are walking around not even knowing what they're carrying. So if you have the tools to help them discover, we would appreciate your presence. For some others, it's knowledge about where they are right now. If you can come and answer questions, we would like to have you here. If instead what you decide you want to do is, okay, I have money, but I don't know what else I can do, there's a foundation that you can contribute to. If you show up, we will provide the details for you. So many people are going through things and they can't afford treatment. It's a big one. Cancer treatment is not cheap. So if what you can do is make a contribution in this regard, it will be very well appreciated. It's part of what I'd like to do for raise funds for Cancer Foundation. So there are many ways you can help us.